Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today on the bench we have a very stylish Bulova pocket watch from 1939. Cosmetically, this watch is in good shape. The dial has some unfortunate damage from a previous watchmaker, but the case, crystal, and hands are in very good condition. The keyless works feel a little stiff, probably old lubrication coming up the works. This watch is quite thin, around 3 to 4 millimeters. Here you can see the damage to the dial. Unfortunately, the previous watchmaker was a bit careless with their hand pullers. Here we see the manufacturer mark of the Bosch movement. This is a Venus Model 133. We'll start the disassembly with the hour wheel as usual. It looks to be in good condition. The canon pinion was quite stuck. It looks like the grease solidified and turned into an adhesive. Now I'll remove this plate here, which acts as both a retaining plate and a detent spring. The intermediate wheel is stuck to the plate, a sure sign it's been a while since this watch's last service. Both the intermediate wheel and retaining plate are in good condition. Next is the detent lever and the clutch lever. And finally the clutch wheels to finish the dial side disassembly. So far there's very little wear on the parts, just some very old lubrication. Let's flip over to the gear train now. The balance wheel doesn't want to move much. Thankfully, the pivots don't seem broken, so let's remove the balance assembly now. Next, I'll remove the ratchet wheel. There is some old lubricant underneath, but not too bad. The arbor hole looks good. Now I'll remove the crown wheel. These screws are almost always reverse threaded. There's a little grime on the spacer. There's a little wear on the bridge here. This is from the spacer sitting too high, which gives the crown wheel too much end shake. I'll see if it's already been fixed, but if not, all I need to do is shave off a little metal from the underside of the spacer. These white marks on the bridges are from moisture. Hopefully they haven't eaten away at the plating. Let's remove the pallet fork bridge now. The plating on the top of the bridge has worn off, likely from the balance wheel riding too low and rubbing against it. There's also some grime on the pallet jewel. Now I'll unscrew the bridges. These are individual bridges, unlike on most American pocket watches where they're one bridge made to look like three. The escape wheel looks good. The third wheel is stuck in its jewel. Natural lubricants gum up over time and seize the movement like this. All the gears and jewels look good, so I'll remove the barrel bridge now. And finally, the mainspring barrel. The inside of the lid is a little grimy. The barrel itself has some grime in it, but the mainspring looks good. And that's the watch fully disassembled. I'll be back once it's reassembled and ready to go. And here's the watch running with a healthy 300 degrees of amplitude. Quite an improvement from where it started. The bridge is also cleaned up nicely. Thankfully, no plating loss from the moisture. Here is the dial-up position. And here is pendant up. And that's the watch fully serviced. In my opinion, Bulova and its budget line Caravelle are some of the best bang for your buck vintage watches that you can buy today. I've always been impressed with how well they run, as well as how robust and easy to service the movements are. But that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.